Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel, Introduction to Social Determinants. Have you ever wondered how your environment shapes who you are? It's a powerful question that ushers us into the fascinating world of social determinants. These are the conditions in the environments where people are born, live, learn, work, play, and age that affect a broad range of health, functioning, and quality of life outcomes and risks. Understanding these factors is like unlocking a secret door to the human mind. They influence our actions, our choices, and even our feelings, often in ways we're not even aware of. For psychologists, this understanding is invaluable. It helps them predict behaviors, guide interventions, and even shape public policies. So what are these determinants? Well, they range from socioeconomic status, education, and neighborhood to job conditions, social relationships, and access to healthcare. Each element plays a unique role, adding another layer to our complex behavioral patterns. As we delve deeper, you'll discover how your surroundings have been subtly shaping your behavior. Contemporaneous social influences. Imagine you're a chameleon, changing colors based on your surroundings. Now apply that to human behavior. Welcome to the fascinating world of contemporaneous social influences. These are the forces at play in our everyday lives, shaping our behaviors, attitudes, and decisions. Just like a chameleon changes its colors to adapt to its environment, we humans too adapt our behaviors based on the social context we are in. Think about the last time you were at a party. Did you find yourself laughing a little louder, or perhaps dressing a bit more flamboyantly than you would on a regular day? That's contemporaneous social influence at work. It's the invisible yet powerful force that nudges us to conform to the norms and expectations of the group or situation we are in. Let's take a closer look with a real-world example. Consider the case of Jane, a high school student. Jane is an introverted individual who enjoys reading and solitary activities. However, when she's with her group of friends, she becomes more outgoing and engages in activities she wouldn't typically enjoy. This change in behavior is not a result of a sudden personality shift, but rather a response to the social dynamics of her group. Jane adapts her behavior to fit in and meet the expectations of her peers. This phenomenon isn't only limited to social settings. We see contemporaneous social influences at play in our professional lives as well. For instance, an employee might take on additional tasks or work longer hours, not because they want to, but because they perceive it as the norm within their workplace. It's crucial to understand that these influences are not inherently negative. They help us navigate social situations, build relationships, and even foster a sense of belonging. However, being aware of these influences allows us to make conscious decisions about our actions and behaviors, rather than being swept along by the tide of social expectations. In essence, contemporaneous social influences are like the invisible strings of a puppeteer, subtly guiding our actions and decisions. They are an integral part of our social fabric, shaping our interactions, behaviors, and even our sense of self. The invisible strings of society pull us in ways we often don't realize. Developmental social influences. Think about your childhood. How much of who you are today was shaped by those formative years? This question invites us to delve deep into the realm of developmental social influences and their profound impact on our behavior and psychology. Developmental social influences refer to the social factors during our early years that mold our behavior, personality, and psychological makeup. These influences may include our family environment, early friendships, school experiences, and the broader societal context in which we grow up. Imagine a child growing up in a nurturing family environment where communication is open and feelings are validated. This child is likely to develop a secure attachment style, fostering a sense of trust and security that can facilitate healthy relationships later in life. On the other hand, a child who grows up in a volatile or neglectful environment may struggle with trust issues and form unstable relationships in adulthood. Our early friendships also play a pivotal role in our development. They provide a training ground for social skills, empathy, and conflict resolution. A child who has positive friendships is likely to grow into an adult with strong social skills and emotional intelligence. The school environment is another significant influence. The child's experiences with teachers and peers, their academic successes and failures, all contribute to their self-esteem and self-concept. For instance, a child who consistently excels academically may grow up with a strong sense of self-efficacy, while a child who struggles may develop a sense of inadequacy. Finally, the broader societal context, including the cultural norms and values of the time, can shape our attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. A child growing up in a society that values independence and self-reliance will likely internalize these values, influencing their behavior into adulthood. In conclusion, our earliest experiences provide the foundation for who we become. They shape our behavior, our relationships, and our view of ourselves and the world. The roots of our behavior often trace back to our earliest experiences. Culture, values, heredity versus environment. Are we a product of our genes or our environment? Or is it our cultural values that define us? This question has been at the heart of psychology for ages, and it's not as black and white as it may seem. Let's delve into the ongoing debate of heredity versus environment. Heredity is the passing of traits from parents to offspring, either through asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. This is the process through which an offspring cell or organism acquires or becomes predisposed to the characteristics of its parent cell or organism. On the flip side, environmental influences refer to all the factors in our surroundings that impact us. These factors can be physical, such as our diet and exercise, or social, like the company we keep and the culture we live in. Now let's consider the role of cultural values. Culture, in essence, is a shared set of beliefs, norms, and values within a group of people. These shared principles guide our behavior and provide a framework for understanding our world. They influence everything from our food preferences to our political views, and yes, they also play a significant role in our psychological makeup. Let's illustrate this complex interplay through a case study. Consider two individuals born with a genetic predisposition to high levels of aggression. One is born into a culture that values peaceful conflict resolution and emotional intelligence. The other is born into a culture that values physical strength and dominance. Over time, the first individual learns to manage their aggression, channeling it into competitive sports or intellectual pursuits. The second individual, however, may be encouraged to express their aggression openly, perhaps even rewarded for it. This case study shows that we can't separate our genes from our environment or our cultural values. They're all intertwined, each influencing and being influenced by the others. It's this complex dance of nature and nurture, of biology and culture, that makes us who we are. We are complex beings, shaped by both our genes and our experiences, situated within a cultural context. Conclusion. So, how much control do we really have over who we are? That's the question we've been exploring in this discourse. We've journeyed through the vast terrain of social determinants, contemporaneous and developmental social influences, and the intricate dance between heredity, environment, and cultural values. First, we looked at the social determinants that shape us. These are the conditions in which we are born, grow, live, work, and age. They're like invisible hands, shaping our health, our behaviors, our beliefs, and our very identities. From our socioeconomic status to our access to education, these determinants have a profound impact on who we become. Then we delved into contemporaneous social influences. These are the social forces at play right now in our day-to-day lives. They're our friends, our colleagues, the media we consume, the social norms we adhere to. They shape our thoughts, our feelings, and our behaviors in real time, sometimes in ways we're not even aware of. We also explored developmental social influences. These are the social forces that shaped us as we grew up. They're our families, our schools, our communities. They've helped to lay the foundations of our identities, our beliefs, our values, and our behaviors. And finally, we examined the interplay between heredity, environment, and cultural values. Our genes give us a starting point, but our environment and cultural values help to determine the path we take. It's a complex dance, with each partner influencing and being influenced by the others. In summary, while we do have some control over who we are also deeply shaped by the social world around us. Understanding these influences not only helps us understand ourselves better, but also enables us to navigate the social world more effectively. Remember, you are not just a product of your environment, but also an active participant shaping it. And if you like this video, subscribe and follow to the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.